Hi knitters, today I'm going to show you how to do a provisional cast on using a crochet hook, and there are a couple different techniques that you can use using a crochet hook, and you don't have to be any great crocheter to use this one, but this is the one I've found to be very simple and to really work very easily and effectively. So what you're going to do is you're just going to do a slip knot. So you make a loop, crossing over on the top, bring the yarn around the back and pull up. Place that on your crochet hook. Now I'm just going to make a chain, and any knitter can make a crochet chain. There's no trick to it. So you just bring the yarn over the crochet hook and pull it through the loop that's on there. And then you just keep going. For the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to pick up 10 stitches in a provisional cast on. And you use a provisional cast on when you want to have live stitches at the cast on edge that then you want to place back on your knitting needle and knit down then from the cast on edge. So instead of picking up the stitches, you have live stitches that you can just work with. And this is what I use for the blanket that I just made out of outer. Now I'm using some outer yarn right now, and so I did that weird. Okay, so now I'm going to pull this end through. Now this end is going to be the end that I'm going to want to pull when I pull the chain out from the knitting. So what I always do is I just make a knot in the tail. You're probably smarter than me and you don't have to do that, but I do it just to remind myself. All right, so now I have my chain. If you look at one side of the chain, you can see the V's going up, kind of. It sort of looks like a knit stitch going up. Now on the back of this chain are these bumps. Now I'm going to pick up with my knitting needle. So now I'm done with my crochet hook. I'm going to pick up with my knitting needles. I don't know how many ever I got, but I usually leave a couple on the end, so I do a couple extra chains. So I'm just going to pick up a stitch through the bump on the back. So you can see that bump. I'm going to stick my needle right through there and pick up a stitch. So now I have 2. You can count. You can pick up however many you need. So you go right through. See the bump on the back? It kind of pops right up for you just to stick your needle through. So my needle's a little loud there on the table. All right, well that's good enough for this demonstration. So there I have my stitches. Now what you would do is you would just knit on whatever it is you're knitting. If you're doing a sweater, a hat, a mitten, I did squares for the blanket, just whatever it is. You would just work as always, but you just leave that provisional cast on. So what I'm going to do is just knit a row, turn it back. Got my end there. I want to pull a little bit to keep it taut. And then I'll turn around. And I'll just purl back another row. Okay. This part's not very exciting, I realize. Okay, so now I've got a couple rows. Let's say I'm finished with whatever it is I'm doing. So I want to pick up on this provisional cast on end and continue working. So here I see my end with the knot. I'm going to pull that out of the last stitch. So that's where I know that's where I want to start. If you feel more comfortable, you can even slide your knitting needle back on there to then work back down, but I'm just going to show you how this works. So now I can just pull my end, my crocheted chain stitch right out of these stitches, and you can see that I have live stitches on the end, which I would then place back on my knitting needle and work on down. Or for the case of the blanket, we're going to do, you could either do a Kitchener stitch to attach the squares, or you could do a 3-needle bind off. So that's it. So now I have live stitches. That's what I wanted to show you how to do. It's so simple. You can all do it. All you need is a crochet hook and your knitting needle and a piece of scrap yarn. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.